got the wrong. It should be singular because there's only one Mark here tonight on the session title.
Oh, that's how we start the podcast.
Mark, thank you for the pity laugh.
The one Mark.
Everyone except Kate and E1. Roll me a...
I feel threatened.
You should. Roll me a d20.
There we go.
Oh boy.
It took me a second to find the icon.
Oh.
All right, Flamel. Give us that recap.
Well, after I made sure that none of us got arrested, I may or may not have sacrificed a random civilian to that, but he's probably fine. He's just going to have a bad day. It's fine. We met Timothy. Is a lot in summary. And then now I'm having this weird dream. Well, I had a weird dream. I got my heart removed after saying that I wouldn't kill any of my friends. So, we'll see how that goes. That's what happened, baby bot. Top of the heart got out of my chest. I honestly don't know what the ramifications are going to be, other than I did agree to kill my dad, which was already the plan was to orchestrate his death. So I think I have to personally confront him now, which that's probably fine. We'll see.
Probably. Alrighty. Well, I need Slunda to roll me a will save because it is the start of a new day and you are out of the glassway.
Oh yeah, Lord Lullaby.
Yep.
That's right. And then I do a long rest too, right?
Yep, everybody can do a long rest. You all have slept.
Okay.
DLR, but wait.
I forget if I have any of my bonuses on this or not.
Nope.
Cool. Just a straight will save.
Yep.
Instead of a gay will save.
I don't even know what that means.
Wow.
So happy.
It's all about the roll.
It's different. It's different from gay panic.
That's true.
I mean, I guess it's what prevents the gay panic.
It's true. It's a precursor to the gay panic.
What am I doing wrong with Lingbot?
Hang on, let me.
Lingbot's having a bad
It's Lingbot's
day.
stream, right? Is Lingbot in the chat?
Yes,
No,
it is.
Lingbot was
That's why.
I didn't see that spazzing that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, it was spazzing bad.
yeah, I was going in and out of the voice chat.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, so you just did it again.
Yeah,
Oh.
there it is.
Okay. All right. Well. Bad Lingbot.
Sorry.
I
I'll just
know.
have to beatbox the mood music for us.
Oodling,
Okay.
chaotically bot.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
All right, remind me.
I'll put this in here so you guys can have a. That's what I have in the background, and you can just listen to it.
Cool.
Wait.
All right.
Okay, give it another try. I
Okay.
killed it and brought it back up.
Thank you,
again.
followers, for
All two of them.
right. Hey, you know what? We love our followers.
We do. We have two.
We have two now.
One of Drake's coworkers.
Let's
I
go.
was gonna say, are they both related to Drake? And I didn't even have to ask because it was true.
Drake is the party missionary.
My
I am the instigator.
my coworkers make fun of me on a regular basis. They go, "Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. It's D&D night," and I go, "Yes."
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go LARP, but I go, "No, shut up."
We would all have to be in the same location for that.
No, because technically this is LARP. It's just not BOF or LARP, which is what they're referring to. And I made the mistake of explaining that.
Fair.
My wife made the comment. She's like, "I'm so glad you have D&D to help with your mental sanity. I'm glad you don't have to drive there, though, so that way you could just be home with me. And I was like, oh, if I could, I didn't say this to her, but I'm like, I would.
We were closer.
If we were closer, you better believe it.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. It's very fair.
Yeah, move back here, Andrew.
It's hard.
Although I think it does help our longevity of weekly sessions that we don't have to drive. I feel like
that's
there's
true.
a lot more cancelizations.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very grateful for what we have. All right,
Yes.
we'll deal with the Lingbot when Lingbot's ready. All right, so let me stop trying to play with that. Let's see. Slunda, you rolled a 13.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll a d6 for me, please.
All right.
Wake up dead. I'm gonna be mad.
Okay. Don't wake up dead. Thankfully not. You take 1 point of damage, and but your max HP is not reduced because it was not a natural one, so you're good.
Yay!
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
I'm still in total. I have -6 to my max, but right now I just have -1 to my.
To your current.
Gotcha.
Yep. Wonderful. Okay.
Should we
Now-
roll a D1 to determine whether or not Blue wakes up?
Well,
How's that gonna?
as you guys have all gone through this very strange evening of dream hallucinations, reality mixed in there, kind of this burning feeling on your chest, except for you, Slunda. Each of you are having this strange pain over your forehead. You wake up individually.
Forehead or heart? Because you
Over
said
your
it was heart.
your forehead.
Okay.
Yeah, the mark is on this. This is just a different pain that you're having.
Okay, gotcha. But not me.
Ow.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, you're having this pain over your forehead. You don't have the one on your chest, but you have the one on your forehead.
Okay, so everyone has something on the chest, in the
Mhm.
forehead, but I only have the forehead, but
Correct.
not the chest. But
Yep.
everyone's hurting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Waking up individually, you feel like you're each the first one to wake up. There's noise. Sounds like people are talking, but as you look around, everybody is still asleep. There's no sign of Timothy. I need Slunda
Mm-hmm.
and Flamel to roll me a D100. Okay.
I'm afraid.
What does it mean?
Ewan, what would you be doing as you've just woken up?
Okay, so no one's really around-ish, or like I at least feel like I'm the first one up.
Yep, as
Timothy's
you,
not around.
you don't see Timothy.
Okay. Well, because it's Timothy, I'm not quite sure that there's necessarily any tea around.
Well, there's always tea
but-
when we're around.
I do know that there's lots of pizza boxes.
Yep.
And so I will just sit. I assume that there's chairs.
There's
I will
there's
sit
one
at
chair that Timothy's sat at. It's at the desk where his computers are.
Got a weird smell.
Okay. Is it a
Oh,
rolly
yeah.
chair?
It definitely is a rolly chair.
Okay.
Absolutely, it's a
I
rolly
will
chair.
carefully roll it away from the computers to eat the pizza.
Okay. As
And
you start-
sit on it, but I'll be. His resolution of the previous evening followed by being shaken by being visited in that self-same hour, is coming back. He's like, well, she even confirmed that I'm going to be rubbing shoulders with the big leagues, so I guess that makes me a big league, and so I'm going to be a big league. Yes.
Having these thoughts, you start to eat on this old pizza. Aftertaste of rotting fish,
Oh, nope.
mushrooms.
Like that first bite, like, nope. Okay, setting that down.
You set it down. Does a 27 hit?
What? What's in you?
27.
This is kinetic armor class.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, 27
blue.
would hit, yes.
As
Oh no!
you set it down, and you feel this punch in your stomach. It feels like something punched you. Pizza couldn't have been that bad. It knocks the wind out of you for a second, and everything around you starts to blur. The bunker that you're in shifts and fades, and you see kind of this dark, slow lit, kind of neon green area that you're in. There's a person standing in front of you. You can't really make it out. Just this plated armor, and you see a hand being removed from your stomach. Here, what languages do you speak, E1?
Hang on. That is, I believe, there it is. Common, Kasathan, Akatonian, Elvish, and Drow.
Okay, you understand that. You recognize. Your ears take a second to tune in before you recognize that it's Drow being spoken. How much longer till we're there? Oh, just another week or two. This one has been asleep pretty long, hasn't he? And everything becomes blurry once again. Your ears start ringing before you're back in the bunker.
I just get punched into a different body.
Timothy is at his keyboard now. You're standing where you were sitting. Timothy's at the keyboard. Looks over at you. So, I hope you guys... Sorry if the couch wasn't very comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I slept pretty well, because how I've learned to sleep. Good soldier can sleep anywhere. And
That they can.
I'm going to take a peek at my phone and question for you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read what's on my phone?
Looking down at it, you can't make out what's being said. You look back up from your phone and you see yourself standing where you were, exactly the way you were a minute ago. Timothy leaned over, typing, looks up at you. Morning.
Hello.
Sorry
there.
the couch isn't very comfortable. Hope you slept well.
I'll kind of wave my hand in a particular fashion. It was well enough.
As you wave your hand, everything goes fuzzy, and you find yourself starting to wake up once again on the couch. Flamel,
Hello. Did I ever get to dispose of my heart?
Walking over to the trash can, his heart in hand.
I was gonna destroy it with like a fire or something.
Your little blowtorch that's in your hand is like out and lit, and you're just ready to
Gonna crumble it.
flame
to
it.
ash.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. You feel this gust of air as if somebody had punched right by you.
Hello? I look around and I activate like my infrared sensors and stuff to see if there's somebody sneaking around and being invisible.
Roll a perception check for me.
Let's see, what's my perception? Okay. 27.
Okay. What is this? All right. 27. Oh. As you give a quick scan, you think up like in one of the corners of the room, something seems to be pushing up against in the corner, just looking down at you. Several red eyes. They just show up red on your sensor compared to it. It's not. The sensor doesn't seem to be working the way it's supposed to. It's you see this outline of something there, but it doesn't look quite right. But you can specifically see just these well-defined eyes that, as soon as you scan over, immediately close, and the thing that's there is no longer there.
Well, that was creepy. Is BabyBot still with me?
You look over at BabyBot, who's there. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, no, I mean, I look at the heart in my hand. We've had this conversation. Do you not remember
Wait.
the context for why I'm blowtorching my heart?
Oh, what heart?
I look back to my hand to see if I'm still holding it.
Here you see you're holding Slunda's head.
Ah!
And, like, blowtorch is right up next to her.
I turn off my blowtorch. I'm like, okay. All right, something's wrong here.
As you say that, you find yourself sitting right in front of the trash can again that you were about to blowtorch the heart. The heart's in your hand.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm just gonna put that down for a second and run a diagnostic because something's going on with my brain again.
Okay, roll a computer check.
I hate when this happens. It's my computers. $35. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Ooh, that's all right. Scanning through your brain, it's almost like you're having a dissociative moment where you're like, your brain separates from your body, and you realize something is definitely off. You are able to tell that there's something hacked into you right now, and is giving you this feedback loop of this like kind of false reality.
Can I tell, is the other Flamel still in here?
What do you mean by the other Flamel?
Remember the one that I picked up from the computer chips that I got from the Glassway? There's been an...
Oh!
I've been getting...
The inner
That one. That's what you mean. I thought you were talking about like you from like 5 seconds ago. Okay.
No. The me from a very different time.
Got you. Got
Is she
you.
in my brain? Can I... Is she
Yes.
just hanging out?
It seems to be asleep right now.
Okay. Well, am I
You
able
can,
to,
you, like, you can tell this
break
is an
if we disconnect?
This is an external thing that has gotten to you. Yeah, roll
I
another
didn't
computer
think
check
it was
for me.
her fault. I was gonna ask her to help.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
No, it was her fault.
I'm brought to mind of the scene in Wild Robot when the two when one robot's scanning the other.
Yeah, roll another computer check for me. And this is sorry. Would you repeat what you were trying to do? I just want to make sure that.
Well, something has hacked into me and is giving me a feedback loop. I want to disconnect from that. I want to get that
Gotcha.
off. I don't know how to do that in real life, but Flamel does. 24.
Okay. As you are giving the scan through your body, your consciousness goes in through your wiring, and it's as if you were just there moving through it, seeing that, moving down the wires and circuits, reaches a point, and you can hear the other Flamel whisper, "You can't let them find me. You can't let them find me.
Ooh.
You can't let them find me." And you
Can you be
start
more
to
specific?
you start to follow this trail of whatever is connected to you, searching for it. While that's happening, Cade, as you're waking up, what would you be doing?
That's a good question. I had a very interesting dream, not dream. Okay, I actually just want to get a time portion right. You said we woke up from the thing, but we were no longer. It felt as though we didn't feel as though we had slept.
It was like a weird, like those. If you've ever been on a car ride where you fall asleep and somehow you're still hearing the music, but like you're out and you definitely slept through that car ride. It's kind of like that.
Cade doesn't do that. Cade will meditate and try and ascertain whether he's in sort of weird mind trap because of the void nightmare or whatever you want to refer to it as.
Mm-hmm. Roll a mysticism check for me.
Would that be mysticism or would that be will? Because it's not a religious thing or magic. It's just like.
Oh, you said okay. I guess I was associating meditating with what Ewan does. How you can do will.
And is this just like a will check or a will save?
Will check, yeah.
Will check. Well, will's not a thing. So would it be wisdom?
Yes, wisdom. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna make sure because if it's a check versus a save.
Yeah.
That is a 28.
28. Okay. As you're meditating, trying to figure out what's going on, you feel this tapping on your shoulder. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, and Elven.
Okay. You do not understand what's being said to you.
So
it kind of sounds like Elven, but
so some
the
random
words aren't
person
making sense.
is speaking to me in a foreign language.
And you don't see anyone
I stab.
here with you.
Well, I don't need to see them. They touched me, right? So
Yep.
I have blind fighting.
Mhm.
I stab
By
them.
the way,
Well, I attack. I don't say I stab them. I attack them.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Roll at disadvantage, please.
Gotcha. Hold on.
Did you say by the way,
So yeah,
Flamel?
Hmm?
Did somebody say by the way, as if like they wanted to say something?
no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
all right.
Apparently,
So,
I'm
Don't
hearing
think
things.
so.
so I just wanted to reference the fact that blind fight, the feat I have in this game, means that anytime I miss them because of their concealment, I reroll my mischance percentile roll. What the hell? What you can reroll your mischance? What the hell does that mean? I guess does that mean I have to roll a percentile anytime if they're concealed like this?
Yeah, generally, I believe concealment does offer a mischance rather than just a straight AC.
Gotcha. I love all the extra fancy rules. Anyways, let me just attack this person who speaks at me in an unknown language because I am a xenophobe, or something. I don't know. I'm old. That counts.
No.
I mean, I'm not. I would never do that. I will do my. Gosh dang it! I miss D&D Beyond. That was like you have this many attacks because I have to genuinely check the amount of actions I get as this class every damn time.
Yeah.
There's nowhere that just says you get this many actions. This is how many turns you get. She had that.
Concealment gives the target of a successful attack a chance that the attacker actually missed. This is called a mischance. Normally, the mischance for concealment is 20%.
Oh, is it?
Make the attack normally. If the attacking creature would hit, the target must roll below a 20 or lower on a D% roll to avoid being struck.
Interesting.
Multiple concealment conditions do not stand. And then certain situations can provide more or less of a mischance, up to the GM. Concealment is different.
2. I use attack.
Looks like total goes up to 50% mischance.
I will use a full attack is how it works. 2 attacks, and so that makes me get 4 attacks, and I get only a negative 2 with that because of that. So let's do some math. That's a nat 20 for the first one.
With disadvantage?
Oh, damn it. You were supposed to also be a nat 20. But instead, almost. But instead, it's going to be a, if it's a, God, these numbers are so big. So that's a 15 plus 16 minus 2. So that is a 31 minus 2. That's 29 for the first one.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta grab a pen because oh my gosh, I need to do math again. Okay, first one's 29. And that's gonna be that is. And then a 25.
Okay.
It's only a 21.
Okay.
It's going to be a 28.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll only get the 4 stabby stabs.
Okay.
How many of those hit?
2.
2 of those hit. I'm assuming that was the 29 and the 28.
Correct.
All right. Now, I don't know how we're doing the miss thing because I'm supposed to re-roll that. What was it? I re-roll that percentile die, right? Would that affect this, or I'm trying to figure that out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll the percentile die now.
Yeah.
That's how we'll do it.
Is high or low better? I never know. Okay.
He doesn't
So,
want us to know. He wants us to live in fear.
on the single digit, is 0 0 is the lowest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So it is a 20%. Or 20.
Okay. As you go in for these attacks, moving your arm, it almost feels like a restraint is around your arm as the first one pulls up and doesn't allow you to go and make contact. Second one goes up, and you feel it break before you go in to attack what was there. You hear some screaming happening. Because you know Elvish, you can't really understand it, but one of the words does sound something along the lines of waking up.
Only 2 of those hit, right?
2 of us hit. Roll that damage.
All right. That's going to be... That's 49 damage.
Okay.
Did they die?
We'll pause right there for 1 second and come back to you.
Just as a reference, if they do die, they disintegrate and there's nothing left of them. Specifically. But, okay.
One of us is going to wake up dead because of you.
It's Gloom! No!
If you punch Splunda.
Yes? You going to ask me if I take that attack?
No. How are you waking up right now? What's going on with you?
I think I kind of I've woken up with my eyes open, or like I come to consciousness with my eye, like I'm staring, like the room is coming into view out of my instead of like, the usual waking up and then opening your eyes, it's like my eyes are already open as I'm coming to consciousness, sort of that makes sense?
Yep.
And I just had this weird dream about stuff, and I think my head's just kind of muddled about, emotion that I'm not teasing out at the moment. But I'm looking around to see if anyone else is awake.
Looking around, everybody else still appears to be sleeping soundly. You hear a voice, though. Good morning. How's it going?
Which
So good
voice
to see
is
you.
this?
You don't recognize this voice, but it seems to be coming from somewhere around you.
Oh.
All of us have like this list of different voices that we've heard in our heads over time.
Just like, nope. Where are you?
Look down here! Down here! As your eyes start to look down, and you see as this eye opens up on your top right hand. Hi, good morning.
What?
Hi there.
Maggie?
This is the one that got replaced, right?
Yep.
That's correct.
Hi.
I carefully like hold it up, but like at an arm's length, literally at an arm's length because it is a hand. I was like, "Hi,
Hi.
who are you?"
Hi, how's it going?
Oh dear.
Hi. I
Throw the
think
whole
we're
hand away.
friends.
And I have
I don't
no.
belong to you, do I?
Who are you? Just like carefully turning the hand, if it, like using the arm motion to turn the hand.
Mhm. You can call me Nicholas. Hi.
Oh hell no.
Oh gosh. Why Nicholas?
That's what I was programmed to be called.
Why are you an eye?
Well, no, not your eye, your hand. As another one opens up next to it and a mouth starts to form.
On the back of my hand, I assume, or on the palm?
Yeah, back of your hand. I think you finally brought me home. Thanks for that.
Where is home?
Oh! I don't know. This place seems familiar to me.
Slunda like discreetly reaches for like some sort of backpack or whatever, like something that can like like a knapsack. Just like with one of other hands. What is your purpose?
I don't know. I think we're gonna figure that out together.
And why are you here?
Because I was attached to you. Look, I don't got much time. They're trying to take me off. Are you done sleeping now? Because you kind of need to be, or we're gonna be in trouble.
Who's trying to take you off?
They are. Make a will save, please.
Plus 8, and do I get any is this compulsion, charm effect, or affliction using mental track? Is it a spell or magical effect?
Nope,
Is
nope,
it-
and nope.
Okay, and it's not something not targeted at constructs. It's a disease, mind affecting effect, poison, or sleep.
Correct. No bonuses.
He said, "I know what you're doing," and nope.
It's a 13.
You feel some assistance coming from Nicholas trying to like force you awake. You have this sense that you were trapped in a dream somehow. It feels really weird and not comfortable at all. As you're trying to wake yourself up, a little bit of panic starts to set in as your vision blurs and you can see one eye wake up as your head's
One of
kind of
my
tilted
eyes,
over.
and not the hand,
Yeah,
right?
one of your eyes opens up as you look over and you see Cade, who seems to be like restrained to this metal table. It's not laying straight down, kind of angled, breaks free of a restraint and punches through someone's face. Like just full on just aggression
Oh.
and punches through as the guy explodes into dust.
Oh,
Everything starts to go blurry once again, and you're back in this dream state.
I try to fight it. I try to focus on something
Okay.
to bring me back.
Okay. Roll another will save for me.
That's a nat 20 for a 28.
Okay. As you try to bring yourself back, you are shook awake as you find yourself also restrained to this heavy metal table. Seem to be in some sort of laboratory. It appears like there are several figures walking around you. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Kasatha, Akatonian, Aquan, and Elvish.
Okay, you can kind of make out a little bit, but not really of what's. Well, you actually can't make out any of it, but it sounds familiar to you. What's being said? It's a lot of confusion. There's these medical lamps that are pulled up close, kind of blurring your vision. Two people in this kind of blackish, dark black armor with these yellow highlights around them. They have this mask isn't the right word, but like kind of like a space helmet, not like it seems to be form-fitting to their face with a screen in front that you can't see behind. Dressed, it seems like they have some sort of apron on that has all sorts of looks like stains from either blood or oil that are just kind of hovering around you, and step back talking. Looking around, you see Cage struggling, trying to break free, as two other of these figures have rushed over to him and are trying to pin him down. One of them seems to be carrying this very large syringe that they are getting ready to try and inject into him. You see Ewan begins floating above his, everybody is here. He begins floating above his table, the restraints keeping him from completely lifting off. And it seems like
still asleep apparently, or
Flamel is he still seems asleep. He kind of twitches. Flamel seems to be completely turned off right now. And you see a couple of them, there's some shouting going on as they have this containment tube, and it looks like Bloop is there as they are dragging that away as these doors open up, these automatic doors as they pull them through. You hear the sound and can kind of see some alarm lights going off in this dark metallic hallway, and a couple guards are rushing in. What do you do?
How am I attached? Is it
There's a restraint on your legs, one across your waist, and then on your legs, at the ankles and knee.
Okay.
And then you have one. You have one against your on each arm, at the elbow and the wrist, and then there's one across your chest.
Gotcha. I think. Are there shadows in this room?
Yes, you can see there are shadows. They're kind of faint. It's already this low lit room, but with everybody looks like they're on a surgical table almost.
Mm-hmm.
Several the scientists or doctors you can't really make out. are gathered around them. So, yeah.
I think I want to try and subtly summon Shu.
Okay.
Just kind of slides off of my forehead and kind of slips into the shadows.
Okay.
And then try and get a better idea of what is happening. We're all bound in some way. Does it look like we're being studied?
Yeah, something like that.
You've been abducted.
Not quite.
by
You're not. You're
aliens.
you're just waking up, and it's like this groggy feeling, and to
Okay.
figure out what's actually happening.
Gotcha. And are there any shadows touching like my where I'm bound?
Yeah, that'd be You have a bright light directed right on you.
Could I attempt to have let me just double check that what I'm thinking might actually work. Okay. I'd like to try and have Shu use cold damage, like, on these to try and let me out, but if there's a possibility of subtlety, then subtly, but I understand if it's hard.
Yeah, yep, you can certainly try. Roll a stealth check for me.
All right, stealth. Yes, and it can also okay. Where's the +3? That's an 18.
18. Okay, let's see. Okay. It seems like the two figures that were looming over you seem to be distracted with Cade that is putting up quite a fight, like fighting against people trying to hold him down and keep him down. As they do so, you are able to get a split second to do something. What are you doing?
The stealth, the bird stealth, Shu. This is for trying to release one of the bindings. With I can do 1d6 plus 3 cold damage when touching, or also melee damage.
Roll that attack.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta remember how to read this. That's a +5 to hit. I'm reading it. That's a 9 to hit.
Okay. Oh, 9 to hit.
Oh, I assume you wanted me to do that one? Or is it or since it's an object, can it be automatic?
I'm gonna say because it's an object, you're probably
okay.
You're fine. Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, that's a 4.
Okay. As one of your arm restraints breaks off, you hear that voice in your head. Oh, good job! You did it! Let's get the rest of us awake, please, and thank you. That'd be very helpful. Yes, I would. Everybody else, make a will saving throw for me.
Oh,
Will
yes, that's who it
save.
reminds me of.
I'm sorry.
Well,
You're not
saving
sorry.
Is this a disadvantage or just regular will saves?
This is just regular.
I'll take it.
I have things I can do.
16. Did I pass?
You are Flamel.
Because
You
if I didn't, I can reroll.
okay?
Did it?
Flamel, make a computer check for me
Okay, let me go remember.
because of what you were
I did.
actively trying to do.
That's true.
Wonderful.
Ooh, 30.
Okay, so as you're breaking free of your restraints, you hear the sound of some like pressure mechanism releasing as several cables immediately start unplugging over from Flamel's direction. You can hear them snap off. The people around her look very panicked as Flamel, you wake up and you can see these people standing above you. You recognize scary scientists. Or scientists, people
I
that are
want to have
Scary
babies.
sign.
as you are scared, you recognize what's going on. But with a 31, your restraints immediately pop off. Computer screens around you start to go fuzzy as you block them out. Ewan, you...
I have an idea what I'm gonna do.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay. My armor's gonna flash on and off. Then flash, 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 flash. And then I'm gonna do my Nova.
Oh, I love it.
This isn't gonna
Party
affect us,
time!
right?
Well, 1d6. Now, technically, we aren't in a combat situation, so I'm not attuned. La di da di da.
Oh, you are okay to do this. This is
Okay.
great.
I mean, it sounds like
1d6.
combat to me. I've already killed a man.
You have already killed
Wait, I am at that level 6. Hang on, 6 Solarian anyway. 1d6 plus, so that would be 7d6 in 10 feet. Right? Am I reading that right?
Probably.
Yeah. Sure. 76 and 10 feet. Let's go.
Jeez,
What's the worst that could go wrong right here?
maybe-
friendly fire.
TVK!
Please
Yeah,
don't get
because I don't have
76.
anything that doesn't hit allies.
Do we
And our
remember-
shield is being.
Yeah, I was gonna say we remember going to sleep, correct?
You do, yes.
Okay.
So, Ewan, as you, it's like you are a ticking time bomb, and one of them seems to recognize it as you hear them shout for them to run. It's a bomb. Three of them start running away as this explosion goes off. Immediately, these three are just turned to dust as the explosion hits them. They're kind of screaming, stretching their hands out as they're just burning from the back forward. Before they're vaporized. You fall down back on the table, fully awake, seeing the last bit of them turn to ash as the explosion goes off.
Hello there, or rather, goodbye.
Cade, what are you doing to wake up?
As in, like, I get to wake up, or I have to choose.
You
a specific thing?
get to wake up. You like your fist has just punched through. You have ash in your hand. You can see you feel there's three people trying to hold you down, and one of them is coming at you with this large syringe.
Question. So,
Ah!
I didn't realize we were held down like this. So Cade, in his thing, had pulled a knife, but were his knives on him?
No, his knives were not on
Okay,
him.
so
But
it
you
was
still turned to perch in the
unarmed?
ash.
Okay, cool. I would have done
And that's
more
okay.
damage. I do more damage unarmed, anyways.
Oh, that's disgusting.
isn't it? Isn't it? I do a whole
Incredible.
5, like +5 more per strike. Anyways, so
Love
they
it.
don't technically turn to ash, but like I'll take Viscera. That's fine. And I guess I don't know. Am I restrained per se, or like had I broken out of that?
You've broken out of the restraint, but you have 3 people trying to hold you down. So,
Cool.
that
I'm going.
and then there's an additional person that is looming over you. You can't make out any because like the light is behind them, so you can't see any. Just like the silhouette, but you can see they have a large syringe and they're getting ready to hit you in the neck with it.
Oh, I don't like that. So there's one guy with a syringe.
Uh-huh.
Cool. I'm going to.
And it's not me.
I'm gonna go punch,
Okay.
and then would it be a combat maneuver or something if I wanted to take the syringe from him and then stab him with it in the same turn?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun, though.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, well, let me ask:
Do
how does
it.
doing a combat maneuver work?
There.
You roll your what is you roll whatever the roll is because my brain isn't working what it's called. You roll the roll and then it has to meet their DC.
Go to actions. Go to combat maneuver.
Shins.
For
Combat
each
maneuver.
maneuver.
Oh, okay, so there's specific things for that. It's not like I make a thing up. I get you.
Well,
one of the
yeah,
following
it is
combat
a
maneuvers.
thing.
There's disarm. Yes, you probably want disarm. You knock an item the target is holding out of the target's hand onto the ground.
I can automatic. So if I disarm,
I think he
them-
wants dat arm, not disarm. He wants dat arm.
Well, dead arm.
Well, if I had my energy sword, I would disarm someone.
Well, there's also
Who
stuff
wants
like
these guns?
there's also stuff like dirty trick, which it could be. It's more vague. Technically,
I'd say you can do that one.
I was gonna say technically, couldn't that count as me like taking his own thing and stab it, like jamming
Absolutely.
it into his, like up under the neck type thing?
Absolutely.
Does seem like a dirty trick.
You know what? If the target has to be blinded, deafened, or entangled, how about I just stab it into his eye, or attempt to stab it into his eye?
Wonderful.
That sounds like fun. Okay, so what do I?
Yeah.
A dirty trick is normally a melee attack, but a GM claw. I take a -2 to my attack. Okay, so I roll my unarmed, and I take a -2. Okay, I could do that. And since I have 2 hands, I get to do it twice. I don't know if that works for dirt. Is that how dirty tricks work as well, or is it just the one?
Go right ahead.
Hell yeah. Just 1 dice and roll. No. It's not a natural 1, but it's not good.
What is it?
Well, let's see. That would be an 18.
That hits.
You're kidding. I rolled a 2 and it hits? Hot damn.
Scientists aren't necessarily like the most.
That's fair. If the first attack does the thing to him, that's hold on. So his thing is it would be his KC plus. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just very like fluidly push his arm away and just shove the like very very martial arts movie, just like switch it around in his hand, and he's now stabbed in the eye with whatever is in that syringe. And you know what?
Lovely.
Instead of hitting him with a second attack, I'll just use the second action or the second attack part with the other hand to literally just like plunge the syringe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
As they're trying to,
that's gonna be
as they are like trying to hold you down, you feign being.
that's
like you're tired,
It's,
and the guy comes up next to you, getting ready to hit it. With burst of strength, you grab his arm, flip it around, and shove it into him. As you push the whatever the concoction was in his, whatever was in that vial and that syringe. You push it in, and he watches his face starts to bubble and boil before it explodes all over.
what's funny is he would have died either way that round because it would have either been the 46 damage or whatever was in that syringe. So I like Katie. He was much better than Arvad at attacking people.
All right, I'm gonna have you all roll initiative now,
No,
as you are all awake.
Okay.
To be clear, Bloop's containment is out of the room at this point.
Yeah, you can. Celinda watched as it went away. There'll be something with that I'll get to in just a second, depending on the initiative order and what happens with that. Alrighty.
Okayed.
Alrighty.
Only because
Nice.
I have a plus 11 to initiative.
That's my big
Celinda
brother.
I need to get something from initiative because, boy howdy, this is not good.
goes.
I'm the heart of this team. Looks deadpan into camera.
Alright, Cade, you're up.
Cool. So there are 2 scientists next to me specifically left.
Correct.
Cool. Am I still wearing the armor?
One arm is still
over.
what? No, nope. You, looking down, you're butt naked. So
I have modesty issue. Wait, did they take my ring off?
yeah, everything's off.
Okay, now I'm livid. There are no survivors. I was gonna be nice, but they took something given to me by the Emperor, and part of me is still like, this was a gift, but also it was a gift, and punch in the throat. So I'm gonna go attacky again because I don't know why I put all my dice in the dice tray again. It's my turn, damn it. Okay. 1 dice, 2 dice. Well, if that 2 hit the one guy earlier, I'm assuming they all have the same, HP?
Maybe
Or
not.
not HP, the same AC?
Maybe not.
Okay, well, does a 35 hit?
That definitely hits.
Cool. I'm going to roll his damage first before I direct the other one. This will do 1d6 and a 2d6. That's... Oh, I didn't even do that math right earlier. This is horrible for these guys. Holy shit. That's a 31 damage. Is this guy still alive?
How do you do this?
I punch him. I punch him in the throat with one hand.
Yeah, the other hand is still restrained, but
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah,
And I'm
as punch him in the throat, he immediately goes. Hands go up around his neck, and you hear him coughing, wheezing, trying to breathe, taking some steps back before he falls down.
Cool. And
He is
now
out.
the next attack is going to be on the other guy. And they could have lived if they had just not stripped me and taken my modesty. This is very rude and not good. And this is a lower number now. This is a 28.
That also hits.
Give me a good number, Mr. D6. That's fine. Okay, still good. That's 26 damage for this unarmed strike.
Okay, how do you want to do this one?
I go full Larry, Curly, and Moe, and I poke him. Have you ever seen Kung Fu Fury?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I do the eye pokey thing, and I pull out my hand, and it's got the eyeballs on it.
oh, love it. This being starts screaming out in pain. For a moment, also just moving back, stepping away, kind of like moves his head and knocks it against the light that was there, hitting himself pretty hard as he falls to the ground and blood just is pouring out of his eye socket.
And before I end my turn, I just say, "You don't take a man's clothes. Clothes make the man." And I'll just... That's how I'll end my turn.
Okay. Love it. Alrighty. Slunda, you're up.
All right. I assume I'm still in the process of getting unrestrained. I've not.
Correct. Yep.
All right. I will continue that process, but also try and can I shift it all to see what's going on in the room, to see if there's anyone else missing besides Bloop? Like, see exactly who there is, or is that still...
Yeah, you can see everybody's like woken up and is in the process of unrestraining themselves or taking care of everybody that's immediately around.
Is Tristari here?
Tristari is not here. Bloop is not here. Tristari is not here. Timothy is not here. Baby Bop is not here.
Baby Bop or Baby Bot?
Baby Bot.
Bot.
I'm like, Baby Bop. I'm like...
Baby Bop.
That's my other child, the DJ.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Then I think can I attempt to... Well, no. I don't think this is rules as written, but could I like attempt to try and reach out, like do a telepathic shout for anybody?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
You just hear Arvad in your head. I knew you could hear me. But you don't know who it is.
No, I know who it is.
Do you?
I got my memory is still there. Plus, I got his memory. I still got his memory in my hand.
Oh, that's...
His memory spell.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I will attempt to just send out a message to anybody that I cannot see. Is anybody else out there?
What's the range on your...
Okay, we are what level are we? Level 9, so 190 feet.
Okay, don't get any reply from anyone.
Okay. Cool. And the bird continues to work on my restraints as I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, roll damage again for me, please.
All right. That's 9. That's the max damage.
Okay, 2 more restraints break.
Cool.
With that one. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Everybody that's in the room is gonna take their turn. In all of the confusion, you guys notice the remaining 4 like would be described as scientists are screaming. Any of you that can speak Dark Elf understand saying, "We have to keep the specimen safe. We can't let them get to him," as they all run out, leaving 3 guards who are they're pulling out these swords. Iwan, you kind of recognize it, that I believe you had a sword that that did the vibration, whatever.
Yeah, Sonic.
The Sonic, that's what I think is. Thank you. So these 3 Sonic swords, and they have kind of looks like a pistol, dark pistol, in their hands. They wait until the scientists clear out running as the door behind them shuts, and you can hear a locking mechanism go on. Looking at these guards, they have these very tight black armor plates with like in between the plating where the joints are. It's kind of like this yellowish rubber, allows for easier movement. It isn't a lot of space in between there, but like you can definitely see like that'd be a weakness of them. These ones are not wearing any helmets. You can just see these dark elf faces with multiple tattoos and scars all over, noses and eyebrows and ears pierced, as they are just looking at the four of you, waiting for something to happen. Ewan, you're up.
Okay, so the second Sluna's question, are we all naked?
Yes, but you
Okay.
have like that special armor, so that's why you were able to do that.
Yeah.
That's a part of you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ewan
Well, I guess Flamel is
I'm
always
always
naked.
naked.
always naked, so
Everyone's had everything removed off of them, basically.
yep.
Linda has no
my
flesh.
armor is just there. Well, my armor usually doesn't need to take care of it, so it doesn't, because my armor is not necessarily malleable.
Mhm.
So one of my hands is going to go up and cover my mouth, because I don't have my mask anymore.
Gotta be modest. Nothing else needs
yeah.
covered, just your mouth.
Actually, yeah. And then I'm going to go spoing and jump. Oh, well, how high is the ceiling here?
15, 20 feet.
Oh, easy. Okay. I'm going to jump over the heads of these guards to get right up behind them.
All right. As you do, you get behind it. One of them tracks your movement. His eyes just follow you as the blade goes up to take a swipe at you. Let's. Alrighty, that is a 24 kinetic.
All right, that'll hit me.
Okay. So that's going to be 5 points slashing damage, and then roll a d6 for me. Five. Okay, as you jump over, you get a slice in your leg, and as you do so, you can feel there's something on these blades that these sonic blades, like it vibrates all throughout your body, and you land as your entire leg locks up. You're going to have a minus 15 to your movement
Ooh.
speed,
Oh, okay.
and you are prone.
I'm prone.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Good thing my plan had nothing to do with that. Just kind of getting in the way of them leaving.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can just
that.
feel like it feels like your entire leg has it's like one large Charlie horse. Very painful.
Okay. Here's a question, DM. In my brief study, especially, well, not brief, because I've been studying the whole way on our way to the Dark World, and that's why I learned Drow. Do these guys seem undeadish?
No, well, ish, in the sense of they like feed off of other people's pain and life force.
Well, I'm gonna try my new thing anyway. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of my highest spell slots during a healing channel And that's gonna do two things.
Okay.
So, oh, that'll also cost me. You know what? I'm gonna do. Wait. Where is that feature? Hang on. It's a feat. Oh, that needs to be a full action. Full action means no movement. But dang it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because I moved.
Okay.
In that case, what I'm gonna do, I'm still gonna use my spell slot, but instead of that, I'm gonna be casting Psychic Sonar. I'm gonna need will saves from each of them in my conicular area.
Okay. 12, 7, and 23.
Okay, 12 is my DC.
Okay, so the 7 is the one that fails.
Those who fail take full damage. Those who succeed can't take half damage. Okay, cool. So this is cast at first level, and it'll do 1d8 psychic damage.
Okay.
So
So
that's
you said
5 psychic damage, that one that failed. And I have blind sense thought for where that guy is.
okay. Do the other ones take half damage?
Yeah, other ones take half.
So they take 3. Awesome. You can see each of them kind of jerk their head. You can tell there's a little bit of annoyance from it.
Yeah,
before they
so
regain their
easily like
composure.
3 damage.
Right, it's not a ton. It's not. Yeah. So, all right, Flamel, you're up.
Okay, so how many people? There's 3 guards?
3 guards. You have Ewan, who is at the door. They're standing right in front of Ewan. One has just attacked him and is looking at him. The other 2 are kind of turning their head to him as he's just cast a spell. And
Made
then
myself a target.
you definitely
Does-
did.
I'm
The
the
door is locked.
tankiest guy here, and that's not saying much.
No, not at all.
Actually, Kalis, how tanky are you?
I've got 99 stamina and 67 health.
You should be over here.
I literally just killed 3 people
yeah.
with one hand.
It's true. He killed like a lot of people.
Calm
Kill
down.
the man with this thumb.
yes.
I will
Okay.
be there, sir. Don't worry.
Look, I have
Question.
64 health and 60 stamina.
Wow. How?
What's your question, Flamel?
Vibe question. When they were like, we have to protect the specimens and can't let them find them, did I feel like we were the specimens or that they were protecting
so-
the specimens from us?
So you have to protect the specimen.
Specimen.
Seemed more like well, you didn't see a blue leaf, so you wouldn't know.
But it seemed like the people in this room are not the specimen.
Correct.
Sorry.
But that's also fair. And my baby's not here.
Your baby is not here. Roll a perception
Not
check for
happy
me.
about this. Okay. Hang on, let me go remember what my perception is.
Enough. That's all that matters.
And this won't count as your action.
20s instead of 1 d20. 14.
14. You
Where's
can
my
see
baby?
that there is kind of a table with all of your guys' stuff laid out. You notice everything that like was in your portable chest has been removed. And with that is also a small black rectangular box that is sitting outside of it.
But no baby bot.
But no baby bot.
Okay. Yeah, they took out my heart, I guess. I'm very confused.
Or
Okay.
it was already taken out.
Right. They just, yeah. I'm
Right.
like,
Some other
okay, we'll deal with that later, I guess. And we're in like a lab type room.
Yeah. It's this circular room, and you guys have kind of on the outskirts of it. Each of you have your own space. You're about like 15 feet away from each other.
Well, at least they gave us our
What?
own space.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's tables laid out with surgical tools and drills, knives. A lot of it looks, I mean, are pretty jagged knives and tools, and looks more like torture devices than it does a nice operating room. But
Like, you're like my second brother.
yeah,
You would get along with him. Anyway. That's not a compliment. Okay, so I want to find whatever looks like the best point of access to their computer system. If it's a control panel like by the doors, or if there's a computer around.
there are computers, like especially around you. Several screens that are lowered from the wall with lots of cables that you've just been disconnected from.
And I just hacked out of them, so I'm very freshly familiar with their whole deal, I would imagine.
A portion
Their
of it.
system in some way.
Yeah, in a
I
little way. Maybe not
want
like completely
to-
all of it, but
Sure, I want to connect to their system, and I want to remove the oxygen from this room.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Oh, never
None of us
mind.
need to breathe.
Never mind.
Need to breathe.
Never mind.
We're
I
fine.
did accept that shot. I was just about to be like, please don't do that. It will completely
I
negate
just-
the badassery if I just suffocate in a second.
That would really- But no, I know my party members don't need to breathe, but the other people like probably do.
uh-huh. Roll a
So
roll a computer check for me.
You know, he's been so happy we haven't been murder hobo-y, but we've just become really murder hobo-y just now.
You mean, wait,
we
what
woke up
about
being- like
We
what
woke
about-
up in a lab. I don't know if this qualifies as murder hobo.
yeah?
You
what
are murder
about-
hobo from Section 0. Okay,
I was gonna say I have also been a murder hobo regardless, so I guess
but you guys are like actual murder hobos. You're not like, oh, I just want to kill this person.
I just
You
don't
kill
have
people who are
special-
trying to
gradual
kill you.
process for me. Only recently did I start to get really violent. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have one moral. It's not to let my friends get hurt. So they don't need to breathe, which means I'm free to remove the oxygen from this room.
Is that based on you or is it based on your brother's heart influence?
Great
As a-
question, but his heart's over there now. That's a 29, by the way.
29, awesome. As you connect to the computer, going through the system, you turn on a fan and hear it as it starts sucking. You can see like there's several vials and whatnot, like some smoke and gas or chemicals that have been knocked over in the rush that are now being sucked out as the oxygen is now leaving. Roll a D4 for me.
Aid already doesn't need to breathe. I made sure.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, 2 minutes and the oxygen will be gone.
Minutes or rounds?
Excellent.
2 minutes.
Oh well.
Ah, that's a while.
I just want to inform those guards. I'm just like, I'm going to remove the oxygen from this room, by the way. Unless you want to
Sounds good.
really, in the next 2 minutes, drop your weapons and explain what's going on. I will just suffocate you.
Okay. Wonderful. You've started that. That's going to bring us back up to... well, actually, end of your turn. because only one is taken. And no one else has done anything. One of these dark elves turns away from you, Iwan, very confidently walks towards the center of the room. You hear in common, you all have woken up when you shouldn't have. This is, how would you put it in your filthy common tongue? Rather unexpected, yes. We have orders just to put you back to sleep, but we can have a little fun before we do that. What don't you say, boys? As the others start laughing a little bit. So, who's first? Who wants a little pain? Just takes his left hand and goes, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That is going to land on... Okay, that's going to land on you, Slunda.
No!
As he takes his pistol and shoots it at you. That's going to be a 29 on energy.
Even if I were wearing armor, that would hit.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Hey, what did he shoot her with?
It's a pistol, and you see this burst of black energy shoot out and slam into your right side, kind of your abdomen, and it burns terribly for a moment. Before you start seeing this, almost kind of like necrosis sinking into your skin.
Would that count as a spell-like ability, whatever he just shot her with? Is that spell-like?
This is just the weapon.
And is this...
Dang it.
Yeah. I don't get a saving throw on this, otherwise I'd ask if it was specifically targeted towards constructs.
Yep, no, it is just the one attack. Okay, that's going to be 8 points of damage.
Cool.
And I need you to make a fortitude saving.
Let me put in 8 points of stamina, right? Or health?
The stamina.
Okay. And fortitude. Okay. Is this against compulsion, charm, or affliction using the mental track? Or against
this
spell
is
or magical effect?
Nothing
or anything
magical.
like that?
No.
Cool. That's a 15.
15.
If I am within one of a successful roll, then let me know, because I do have my little stone.
Sounds good. Well, your stone isn't with you.
Oh, right. I don't have anything on me. Cool.
Yep.
So.
This, where your shot immediately turns black. It looks like it's dead and decaying. As that looks like kind of it's a black infection begins spreading throughout your abdomen. Let me mark that as that is a failure. And you'll see what happens if there's more failures.
Yay! No!
After the shot, you can see as he has like this, palish purple skin as he takes a deep breath in through the nostrils, and you can see he stands just a little taller, looks a little more clear in the head and revitalized from what you had done to him, Iwan. That pain is very sweet. The next one, Iwan turns to you. Oh, on the ground already. Shame. Makes it too easy. No fight.
I'll say back and drow. It happens.
Okay, that's a 25 to hit, and this is kinetic.
Alright, that'll still hit.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be 10 points of damage. And roll a d6.
10 points and a d6.
DM, just to confirm something, when you said he walked into the middle of the room, like, do you mean like walked to a console, or he just is standing in the
just
middle
like
of the room?
so the room is circular. He walked to the center of it.
Okay, so how has he been activating these things? Like a gauntlet or something?
He has a gun. He has a pistol,
Oh, okay.
He has a gun.
Oh, that's
like an
all.
energy pistol.
So he's just
Yeah.
he's just some sort of loser. I gotcha.
Yeah. Now another loser takes out his sonic blade, stabs it into you, E1. This time, he's going for the same spot that you got nicked before, slicing towards your leg. So you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Okay. You feel a little bit of energy restored to you, and you're going to take one quick action right now. What do you do?
A quick action. I've been wanting this. I'm just gonna open my hand. You said our stuff is over on a table.
Yep.
I'm gonna open my hand and my sword's in there.
Okay. As a sword appears. We don't like to
And
have
just
our toys just sitting there. Alright, guess we'll wait just a second. Kate's up.
this is specifically my longsword.
Okay.
Is everyone? How big is the room? Like in increments, like 30 feet, 60 feet.
Let's see, 15. That's probably close, like 50 feet across.
Cool.
Hey, when he said they didn't leave their toys lying around, what was he referring to? I missed something in that exchange.
I was talking to Ewa.
About Ewan?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
That's
because I summoned my sword just to my hand. It's just there.
So. All right,
Okay.
Cade, you were up.
Okay, I'm up. So there's at least what, 2 people on E1?
Yes. And one that is at the center of the room that is just shot Slinda.
Cool. I have a question for you, E1. How good is your health right now?
I'm very sure I'm going to be fine. I'm at 45 out of 60 stamina.
Okay, so you can take a hit.
Yes.
Quick question.
Don't worry.
DM.
Do it.
They're within a 10-foot radius, right?
Those two are.
I'm only asking about 2 for now.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to use my move action.
You're still restrained to the table.
Oh, I know. My move action allows me to gather keys instead of moving.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather my key and perform an incredible feat of spiritual power. So let me mark off these 2 resolve points. Real quick. How do I do that? Son of a snitch.
Same way you get rid of health. It's up at the top. You just click on it and hit
so
the
there's
minus.
a separate thing on mine for resolve. Okay, so that's good to know. -2. Cool. Go back to selections. And I'm going to do what is called a plasma blast. And since I
Okay.
used 2... Wait. Alternatively... Oh, never mind. It only costs me 1 because I'm using the same Okay, whatever. I'll fix that in a second. The main thing is though, I'm using what's called a plasma blast. How far away? They're within 30 feet, right? This isn't like a huge room.
It's 50 feet across. So
How far
They're-
away
you're-
are they from me?
45 feet.
They are 45 feet. This might
Mhm.
actually work out better. So I'm going to extend my arm all the way, which should put me at just the right radius to not. Well, are they like? Okay, I guess let me rephrase this. If I have to do so, now I have to do mental math. In relation to me and Ewan, are they in between?
I'm prone.
Well, are they in between
They're
Prone,
Ewan
just
and
aim
I?
up.
Yes, they are in between E1 and you. So you're at one end. Think of yourself as like the south end. E1's at the north, right in front of the door, and they are just standing in between the door and him.
Oh, perfect. That actually makes this way easier because with this, I can not hit him and I can only hit them. Sweet. Okay. So, I'm making sure I do this. Wait, hold up. Do I do the... Oh, does this fucking work? Yeah, okay. Gosh dang it, this thing is scary. So, instead of killing Ewan on accident... Nope, increment...
I'm
the
not
increment's right.
worried about that.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the increment... Okay, if you can take it... This should be fine. It'll hit both of them, but not Ewan. So the way this is going to work is they have to make a con save. So
Okay.
I have to... Hold up. Do I roll the damage in the beginning and then they make a save afterwards? I condense special ranged unarmed strike. So I still roll my unarmed strike, which is... Yeah. If I hit them, and this will go against their, I believe it's their kinetic armor class. Let me see if it says that. Yeah, so this will go against their kinetic armor class. And that's a, go back, 16 plus 16 is 32. Does a 32 hit both of them?
32 does hit both of them.
Sweet. This is perfect. So they are both hit. Now, for this next part, they have to make a... hold on. The DC is 10 plus... What's our character level?
9.
9. So that's what? 14 plus my... So, they have to make an 18 con save.
Okay, first one is a 26. And the second one is a 32.
Okay, so they're still going to take damage, but I have to look up how explode works again. But they're both in the range, so that's why I need to do it. Okay, so explode works how? Thank you, Archives of Nethys. Oh, so it just hits both of them. It doesn't do anything special. That's lame. Okay, well, they just take fancy damage, I guess. That does nothing extra because I didn't get a critical. And that's rude, but okay. I guess beggars can't be choosers in this instance. That's 6 plus... So they each take 26 damage. And don't go flying.
Each take 26 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just Kamea waved him.
Okay, as this energy slams into them, they kind of let out this grunt of pain as their armor seems to take it, so it's not like killing them, but you can see they shift forward and parts of their skin burn a little bit from the energy, looking a little burnt and charred in the head and face. So one of them is still looking at you, the other one takes a look over at you and licks his lips. Gives you this crooked smile. Anything else, Kate?
Oh, wait a second. I might actually have done more damage to them. Give me a second.
Okay.
All this stupid math.
Math is fun.
Did my name get said? Sorry.
Okay, from base attacks of 9. So 1.5 is 9. 10, 11. So it'd be 15, 14 for that instead. 13 for that instead. So it'd be plus 20. So it's another 5 damage. I don't know if that actually matters, but they each
Of course
take
it's gonna matter.
so they each take an additional 5 damage because because it amplifies because of my chi power. And since that was my move action, to gather, and then I think the action part to do that, I don't think I can do anything like struggle to get out or anything, right?
Yep, that'll be it.
Cool. I'm gonna put my hand after firing the explosive wave over my genitalia because I am very embarrassed right now.
All right.
I'm naked in a room full of people, and I've not had to do that since basic training. This is horrible.
All right, Slinda, you're up.
All right. So I've just taken damage, and I'm
I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
cool.
No.
And there's certain, if it results in certain conditions, most of which like put me unconscious or whatever, then I can spend a resolve point to attempt a new saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a fortitude, you said?
Yep.
A plus is important there, not a minus. That's a 6.
Okay. You watch as this infection quickly begins spreading further and further across your abdomen. You are going to take... It's 2 fails, so 7 points of necrotic damage.
Alright. Boo, boo, boo. And this is still in stamina, right? You would
Yep.
tell me if I went to
Yep,
top.
yep.
Cool. Boop-a-doo. Alright, it isn't appearing to do anything else at this point, though, just damage.
Yep.
Cool. About how many restraints have I,
You've got
Got-
three so far.
and out of,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
okay, there's a lot then.
Yeah.
I think at this point, I'm gonna pause with the bird and attempt. Now here's an interesting question. I've got a cone-shaped burst. Can I have that kind of go basically tinging me on something for an overheat spell attempting to melt the I assume they're metal bindings?
Yes.
Yeah. Understanding that, melted metal is not great on me either, but this might go faster. Could I, if I have it's a 15-foot cone-shaped burst spell that does fire damage, can I center that at my forehead to kind of go down and try and hit everything, or is that
Absolutely you can.
cool? I tell Shu to move out of the way.
Spurt flies away.
And I will cast Overheat, which does 2d8 fire damage to creatures and objects in the area.
Okay.
So I assume I could just roll the damage. I don't need to roll to hit.
Yep.
Okay. It's 2.
Okay.
But
So
it
you'll
is
take
a
2
ranged-
points.
Okay.
You'll take 2 points.
Is it enough?
Yep, it is. Yep. As the others kind of explode.
Oh, good. Do I take any further damage from
You
molten
will.
metal? Okay.
Well, no, not from molten metal. This is from the infection. So that's going to be 12 points of damage. As the spell goes off right from you, you feel this intensity and pain as the infection moves out even further.
You said 12 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 14. But I am free of my
Yes,
bindings.
you are free.
Cool. Do I notice, does this further thing seem in reaction to using magic or more from like exertion or from taking damage?
You can roll an intellect check for me.
Well, intelligence. Oh, I'm gonna click the right screen. Wow, that's a 5. I'm just
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
All right. Well, I have movement, correct, still? So, I will move over to the table, I guess. To the other side of the table if possible, assuming it's a table that I can get on the other side of. Put between me and the attackers.
Yep.
Alrighty. Boop-a-doo. And alright, and my bird is just shoes just I might send if I can count this as part of my action, just send Shu to try and go down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to the table.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. It's Dark Elf's turn. Let's see. The one that just stabbed you, Iwan, is going to take another swing at you. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit me.
Okay. As he brings his sword down, you bring yours up to block it, and he moves with this. He moves a lot quicker than you were expecting, where he twists the blade around and gets a stab into your arm. That's going to be 8 points of damage, and I need you to roll a d6.
8 points of damage. This is great, guys. And 1d6. That's a 4.
Okay. As your hand seizes up, you end up dropping your sword. And
Okay.
your hand is now it is tight and a fist, as all your muscles have contracted. As it pulls
Fortunately,
in.
I have 2 other available hands.
You do. You watch as he removes the blade from just this small little stab. He didn't pierce in deep. He removes it. You can see as some of those burn marks that were on him start to heal. As he heals that damage. All right, the one at the center slowly just walks up to you, Cade. You think you have much to hide there, friend? No need to be shy. I take it off for you. You don't have to worry. As he's gonna take a swing at you. You're restrained, so that's going to be a 23 to hit, Cade.
Oh, I can't be caught flat-footed from, well, hold on, that's just for... Because I can see him now.
You can.
Where do you see your Flatfoot initiative? Or not initiative, your
Conditions?
is it a condition?
Yeah, flatfoot is a condition.
And this is technically flat-footed, right? Or no, because I'm restrained. That's a different one.
You're restrained?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm still technically tied up. I never got out of that.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not flat-footed. What does restrained do? This means I can't get away.
Yeah.
You're just
Okay.
in place.
I'm just in place. Okay, he got a what?
23.
But I am naked, right?
Yep.
Damn. So that is only a 10 plus 7. Damn. He hits me.
Okay. It's going to be 6 points of damage, and I need you to roll d6.
A d6. Oh. I don't want to. 6 points. You said so that's 6 damage and a d6?
Yep.
Cool, just making sure I didn't hear the number twice for no reason.
So nice you say it, twat.
Yeah.
I don't think this is nice, though.
Oh no, this is everything but nice.
Oh, damn. It's a 2.
Okay. A 2. You scream out in pain as he just nicks your hand that was covering your manhood. Immediately, you scream out in pain, removing your hand from what it was protecting. It feels like your hand is on fire, and you are going to take an additional 18 points of damage.
What type of damage?
This is going to be necrotic.
Damn, that's not something I'm resistant to.
This is just a small nick on the back of your hand. Just the tiniest nick, but it is the most intense pain that you have felt.
Yeesh, and you said 19 damage?
18.
18. Oh, that's slightly better. I'll take it.
He looks. See? Nothing to hide.
This guy's so mean.
I mean, he's also stupid. He got right in my range where I could do way more damage.
True.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Me turn.
Ewan, you're up.
Yay. Okay. First thing that actually does not take any of my actions, but which one did I hit with my psychic sonar?
You hit all 3 of them with your psychics.
Well, no, which one failed the save?
Oh, which one failed the save? That's the one that's up by Cade right now.
And how far away is he from the other 2?
45 feet. Well, 40 feet, sorry.
45. Dang it. He is too far away. Especially for a first level spell. Okay. Never mind on that. Ewan, behind his hand, you can tell that has this wild grin. Mayhap a bit creepy. But he is going to use a resolve point. And now he's going to use another one of his spell slots. He's going to do his healing channel, which is going to give everyone within 30 feet of me 48. Ooh, 23 points of healing to me and everyone.
Everyone within 30 feet.
Yep, everyone within 30 feet.
I'm not within
Okay,
30
that would
feet
be
of you.
Flamel.
No.
Would that hit Slunda? Yes, at Flamel and Slunda.
Great. Is this just
All-
stamina or health too?
Yes, both.
Both. Okay, but it would fill up stamina first or health first?
Fill health first.
Fill health first. Okay. So
Oh, you were taking hit point damage?
Well, I took a single hit point damage from Larkspur's Lullaby.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I healed my one hit point that I was missing there, and the rest goes to stamina.
Okay, cool. Well, I have a thing for that later.
So wait,
But-
I'm taking 30 points of damage?
Health,
you're
being
taking-
healed.
23 points of healing.
30 points of
DM
healing,
says,
okay, I
if
thought
you
we were,
wanna be
I thought you were
damaged,
hitting us
you
with an
can.
explosion, and I was like, what
Okay.
the heck?
And
I didn't
then
get any damage.
these two doofuses need to make a will saving. Is it will? Yeah, a will saving throw.
Okay, that's a 16, and it's cocked. And a 12.
Okay, 12 is the DC. Right? Right. Need to up that DC. Dang it. So 12's the DC, meets it, beats it. So they will take half of 23 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so 12 points.
Yep, 12 points. You know what? I don't know what flavor. Well, are they undead? Sorry. Are they undead? This only works
No,
against
they are
undead.
not undead.
Dang it. Okay, never mind. Okay, but that does tell me that they aren't undead. And I'm back up at full now.
That's disgusting. The one he's been holding his action, just kind of standing over you. You can see there's a little bit of sweat coming off of his face now, and he's looking a little rough. The other two are looking okay. Okay, anything else you want?
That's my full action, and my no action thing can't apply in this case, so that'll fade. Oh, but what I will do is start ramping up my attunement points. Yes.
Wonderful. The one that didn't take its turn is going to go. You know, I don't like. There's. They fight. They believe. So, at least. You don't. You're just so different from us. It's not attractive. As he bends down and gets really close to you. I don't think the higher-ups are going to need you. Sure, they could toss you in the arena. Everybody could get a good show out of you, and you could maybe make it. No one needs that. We like the quick-paced action. We like the... how do you say it? The blood
Lack of
that's...
endurance.
No, you need much endurance if you want to 5 seconds in the arena.
What is this but endurance? And this, I'm saying all my replies. It doesn't matter what he's saying. I'm saying all my replies in Drow.
Okay. Let's see how much endurance you have. As you can feel the laser pistol pushed up against your chest. So he's gonna take a shot. That's a 22.
For which?
This is energy.
Energy. Okay, that will still beat it.
Okay.
That would have met my kinetic. Oh wait, I'm not wearing armor technically.
Nope, you are. You have your armor.
Well, they stack is the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Or do they?
Gotcha.
What? Hang on. Do they stack? I'm getting confused.
Everybody's
Um,
getting hurt except me. They haven't even looked at me. I feel so bad.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, no, that definitely hits.
Okay. It's going to be
Wait, when's
22
my-
points of damage as the shot goes off right at your chest. Your armor absorbs some of it, but you can definitely feel it. Roll a d6 for me.
Hang on. I'm figuring out things. Um, that isn't right. That is not calculating in that. I should be at a 13. Anyway, you said that was 22 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm right back down to where I was, but that's funny.
Roll a d6.
And then a d6.
Mhm.
That's a 6.
Okay. You start to feel this burning sensation in your chest. Where you're having armor, you can't quite see it, but you can feel there's like something starting to a pain that is slowly moving out. Make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude.
Yeah.
Do I have any bonuses for fortitude? Not in there. And not in there either. Okay, fortitude. Here we go. What's that? Either that number. 14.
Okay. Sounds good. Flamel, you're up.
Okay. So, I don't exactly know how it's gonna go, but Flamel is incredibly pissed off right now and would like to access her war form.
Oh, shoot.
Which she should be able to do since she's done it before, even though she wasn't conscious of what was happening. But then she also found it while she was examining her programming, so she knows right where the button is. So theoretically, I should be able to do this.
Help me, I'm scared.
It's not so creative.
really mad.
That will be your action. But
That's understandable. Then I'll have some time to decide or learn what to do, I guess, and hopefully they will get scared. I don't know.
as this is your first time doing it, what does this look like?
I think she's like watching this happen as they are just being incredibly mean to all her friends. And she's just like so mad. So her eyes turn red and there's little targeting things that lock onto the 3 guards. And so they've got like the little sniper things on there.
Oh, you're going Predator on him.
them.
I love it.
And then I don't know what it's gonna look like at the end, but like that's the initiation sequence. That's the first sign that things have gone badly for
Okay.
Flamel's state in this fight. And then she, I don't know, transforms. She gets big and scary, I guess.
Okay. The one that's looking at you. Actually, let's see. Ewan. Okay, Ewan's the other one that speaks Drow, correct?
Ewan
I
and
do. I
Flamel.
speak.
Oh, you speak
Everything.
Drow also. Okay,
She
Flamel.
speaks yes.
I speak like 23 languages. Yes, I speak Drow.
Okay. Wonderful. As you begin, like the laser locks on to their heads and begin changing, growing. The one guard that's like in the process of, or like almost ready to just cut off Cade's manhood, pauses for a second. This evil smile turns, and this is all in Drow. He had been speaking. Brothers, look. As the other two turn their head,
Crap.
Coming for us.
are they? Is it? It can't be. The magistrate said this was a lie.
Oh crap.
Huh. The ones near E1. Captain, what should we do? Watches
Mel
the
just
one that
says,
was
Die.
by the one that was by E1 puts his sword away and holsters his, not by E1, sorry, by Cade. Puts his weapons away. Well, my apologies. I did not realize we were in such company. Men, put away your weapons. They kind of look confused, but follow their orders. Our apologies. We didn't know that's who was actually in here, and he begins to slowly just bow. Crosses his legs and arm in front, outstretched, and gives a deep bow, looking to you. Are you the ones that the Gulf Lamel?
Flamel, instead of answering that, she points at Slunda and her necrotic problem over there. She's fix that.
Oh yes, we can get that fixed for you. Motions, just like this little hand wave to one of them, who runs over to seems like a comms unit and presses it, and Stellan's and Drow. Bring in the doctors. We have a change in the situation. They'll be there very shortly. Promise that she should be fine. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Would have never done that had I known. My apologies.
Flamel's so mad, but so concerned. Like, great. Well, while you're feeling talkative, where are my other friends and where's my child?
Once again, he moves over. Everybody's like the two other ones. E1 going like they offer you a hand to help you stand up.
Oh, I have two hands, so I can.
Is this
They're both
conversa-
offering. I will stand up.
Is this conversation in common or is this in
No.
Drow?
It's in common right now. I'll try and make sure, like, if you hear the accent, it's in common, and if it's not, we'll say it's in.
Gotcha. I just
Drow.
want to make sure
Yeah.
that Cade understands that from what he can
Yep.
tell, he is not to kill this man who is currently attempting to leave a threatened space. Just making sure.
He goes over and begins unrestraining you. I'm not aware of any children. I didn't know you were able to have children.
He's a small robot.
Oh, small robot. Yeah, sorry. There was on initial scans. I believe they took him to how do you say it? The R&D laboratory just to do further investigations, as there was nothing organic found except his butt. That was very strange. That's very strange indeed. It's a very smooth baby bottom like butt. I've never seen that before
Yeah.
on anything robotic. It's quite concerning, but
It's a long story. Not getting into it.
huh. But apologies. Men, go get them this stuff. Stop standing guard. Get them their stuff, and the other two quickly go and begin gathering your things and bringing them over to you. Yes, the doctor will be in to. I will. Can we? Do you want us just to leave? Or do you want us to wait? Sorry, back to your question. I don't know other friends. You were all that was brought in.
I just use my projector eyes and show them Tristari and Bloop. Where are they?
I don't know if they've taken your yellow friend. He is. They were quite interested in him. Not much. And he points to some of the yellow patches on his armor. Not much yellow comes in here. And well,
I look at the yellow rubber of their armor.
Outside of us, of course.
Where are we and what's going on? No, you can't leave. You're answering questions.
I am Captain Cornelius at your service.
And
Is
where
my
are
name-
we and why are we here?
Well, you are here currently in laboratories here, in our beautiful city.
Does your city have a name? And is it on a planet that has a name?
Yes. Outsiders, it's fine. Should be more polite to the one created by Father. There's a lot of questions. Which ones do you want me to answer first? I want to make sure I'm answering all of your questions and not coming off rude.
Okay,
Little late.
we'll start with where are we again, and I'm going to reemphasize that your city probably has a name and is probably on a planet that has a name.
Yes, well, the city and the planet are kind of the same. It is like one giant city. So the planet and the
Okay.
city are the same name. It's the common tongue, I believe.
Dark City.
Yes. Thank you. The Dark City. Yes, that is where you are.
So
I
I just want to get straight. We're having a conversation with them right now, right? And they're being chill.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
They're being what about
You guys,
this?
I think, are getting dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to make sure. I've been released. It doesn't look like anyone's killing each other, so I'm gonna rearm myself. I mean dress.
Do that.
How you
Okay,
got
why
here?
are we here? Yes. How did we get here and why?
Well, I was not there. I just was part of the transfer, so I'm not quite sure the why. Well, I probably know the why. It was one of our raiding parties that had gone out. Your ship came very close to our space, and when it did, then we how do you say it? Raided you and took everyone. Quite powerful. chemicals knocks out cybernetic human all species. Yes. Also hallucinations of where you've been. Sorry for the convenience. Yes. We're sure I don't. You'll have to speak to some of the higher ups. I was just in charge of security detail here. I don't know where you came from. I just know you guys appeared and just kind of slaps his hands back and forth. Just like this, like that, and now you're here. So, yes. We of course recognized Father's technology, but well, we didn't quite. Some of us more willing to believe than others, and ancient prophecies and all of that jibber jammer. It's however complicated situation. So,
Right.
if you don't mind, you can. I understand. I gave your friend Little Nick on the hand. See, it just like motions over to Kate. Just Little Nick. Not bad. You
I
don't
look
have to
over
have-
at Sloon does like necrotic abdomen. I'm like, right, that's all you did.
I was one shot. Okay, not my fault that she doesn't have good the constitution. Her body is not handle this weapon well. It was for our safety. You saw what you did to us. You killed many citizens, just scientists. We were there to protect.
DM, I'm going to be examining. Like, Slunda was in range of my healing blast.
Yep.
So.
Still, the necrosis is still there.
Okay, I'm gonna be taking a look at it with my doctor training, which isn't as good as Flamel, but it's still something.
Mel is talking to this guy.
Do you have to have
She's
the
not
laser
doing
on
medicine.
our heads? We our weapons are put away. We're not crazy, evil, bad guys. We're just doing our job.
You just see Cade like look over and glare.
Yeah, so no, I'm not going to be turning those off. Thanks for asking, I guess. Hey, I need to know what you know about those prophecies. Just tell me.
Not really the religious some things every now and then. They did the father came and created this beautiful world for us, claiming not to be a higher power, but more of a prophet for one. Said that it would send somebody to return to let us know the time was at hand when this greater one would be back. Oh, how's the story go? And the other guy's kind of just like shrug. I did not go to school and study this. I was a fighter. This was not my thing. The magistrates would have that information, but he said there would be someone with that was marked. Yes, I believe. Well, I guess we didn't really get a good look at you. I didn't. You had just killed our men, and we were protecting. But looking at each of you, not her. Oh, interesting. She is with you, as he's like pointing over to Slinda. Correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, because all of you have the same mark. I don't know if that is the mark that they were talking about. I don't know.
I look around to figure out what he's talking about.
I also look
As people are
around.
like-
What mark do they both show?
As people are like putting their clothes on, like each of you notice that you have this V with a open circle at the center of it over your chest.
So
Well,
I
notice-
don't even mention that to him. I'm just like, we'll have to unpack that later, but not in front of these guys. Yes, she's with us.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, in that case, and as I've finished looking at Slunda, I know that there's actual doctors coming instead of a field doctor like me. I'm I'm gonna come over, say, well, so she needs to talk with the magistrate, and we need to get that whole mess sorted, especially with this prophecy deal. I know that I have an appointment here in the Dark City. I'll look at my Kane phone soon. I haven't really received any confirmation of a date and time yet.
You were going to come here to the Dark City,
I have an appointment.
and with you.
Ah, yes, with Malvius. He is expecting me.
Ah. All right. Well, didn't realize we were. What is the term? In the presence of such bigwigs, you could say.
Yeah, I apologize. Our appearances aren't assuming to. I'm not even
Yeah.
sure if that's the right word in common. Second languages.
If you all need a moment to catch your breath, actually, would you mind turning back on the oxygen? That should be leaving here in just a moment. Be appreciated. You don't want the doctor not being able to help your friend, right?
Well, the oxygen would come back if he opened the door. That's kind of part of the seal, but fine. I stopped the vacuum.
I just look at
Thank you.
Splamel and I'm just slightly shaking my head. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, we need the
Fine,
doctor to help
fine.
Slunda. They're right.
Well, if you
Hello,
want
is one
to-
of them bringing? Is one of them bringing my child? Did we?
I did not ask for your child. You did not ask for your child to be brought. You asked
Yes.
the doctor.
Okay.
Well, we'll
Okay.
get those.
We
know
can
what?
take you.
How about
There's
this?
a lot going
Give
on.
me
We
your
can.
passcode so that I can access the network in this ship, and then I can just find him and get
We're
him
in the-
That's
myself.
right. Give us
We're
the
not-
Wi-Fi password.
We're not in a ship. Sorry.
Or
Or
whatever
in
we
the
are
city.
in.
We're on the
Um,
Dark City.
Yes.
okay.
Ugh.
She's a
Uh,
little distraught. Please, and I'll like.
That's
Kind
okay. I understand. It has been a very intense last 5 minutes, you know.
Yes. Battles do tend to become such.
Huh.
I too.
Wonder why
Yes.
that was.
So, we'll go ahead and catch our breath, allow the doctors to come. And if you would please relay her request for her small robotic companion. And I believe she also requested for the other drow-looking woman as well as our slimy companion.
As there was not another
We need that back.
job woman, just you,
We
yellow
at least need
friend.
blue.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the yellow
Well,
one.
I will have my men go and get the child, and the other one will go grab your friend. I will be back. I will go let Master Melvius know that you are here.
Hey, are you pretty high ranking? You seem in charge of these guys.
Oh yes, I'm just a captain of a small contingent of guards. But
I just think maybe you should stay here, just so there's not any other, misunderstandings about the situation.
oh yes, that makes complete sense. I do get that.
There's two of them. They can go get Bloop and the child.
This is true. What the master want to know that appointment is here. I do not.
I'm sure that you have a communication system that you could call someone else to do that.
Yes, I do indeed. I do indeed. All right. Well, you two, you get going. As they punch in a
moved
code as
the
the
laser
doors
sights from them so that they're all on the other guy that's staying.
as they leave. Um, well, this just got a little more cozy. Less people.
Yes, it's very interesting to say the least.
It is very interesting. This is
Now, I, for one, am interested, if you have the report of such, of where exactly we were when we were intercepted, because
Oh, I don't have that report. I'm sorry. That was.
I'm curious, as I had thought that we were on a different planet side.
Different planets.
Well,
Oh!
depending on what hallucinations were induced by your chemicals, I don't know how far back is manufactured or not.
I would not be able to tell you. I'm sorry. This is not my specialty.
As he's saying that, I kind of push on the. Can I kind of push on the little. I'm forcibly ignoring the fact that I am envisioning an eye on my hand still. But I do the spell that I got from Drusus, the perfect recall, so I can tell if my memories have been altered.
Okay. As you use that, no memories have been altered. You roll a d100. We'll do it this way.
I'm rolling a d100, or you said you're doing something else?
You roll a d100.
Okay.
All right. As you like go through the memories, you have the memory of meeting with Timothy, and then there's a memory of leaving Tristari there with him. There's a memory of sneaking back on your ship and taking off and traveling for several weeks before an attack on the Rilla happens, and then everything kind of went blank. And your your memory is remembering just like these thoughts of hallucinations of still just being on Vice 9 and having not left. Almost as if you were trapped in this feedback loop, this memory loop, to keep you satiated while you were here.
Okay. Do I doubt any of my memories?
Nope. They all seem pretty solid.
And they all seem like reasonable things that we were doing.
Yep.
And it just seems like then it would just been okay.
Yep, you've just had drugs pumped into you that have kept you in this hallucinogen a little while.
I telepathically communicate this to the others.
What's the DC to hear?
25, I believe. Let me double check that. Being within 10
Oh,
and within
you got on that one. He's not hearing that.
within 10
He's
feet of
distracted
you.
by all the laser sights on him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, so I just say my memories seem correct. We've been here, we've been in a I relay what I remember. And where it cuts off and where it seemed to loop back. That we had left Tristari with Timothy.
Okay. I don't know how we got abducted then. I'm still confused. But whatever.
We're traveling
least
for a
she's
few weeks
probably
and then
safe.
and then it stops, presumably when the loop started again.
Okay. Hey DM.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of weaponry do I have in war form?
I will get you that. You have, yeah. Got some.
I'm wondering because I want to kind of just point one of my laser sights over the box with my heart in it and just destroy it real quick.
Oh,
But I don't
absolutely.
know what I have. So
They
can I
increased,
just suddenly am like
increased strength and speed on top of some lasers and missiles.
cool.
Yeah.
One of the laser sights moves off of him and goes over to that box and just starts lasering it to pieces.
Like from your right shoulder, this little laser Gatling gun just and shoots it off. Roll an attack for me.
Where's my attack roll? Let me see. Oh, I don't know what the bonuses for this will be, so I'll just roll a d20 and we'll see what happens.
Well, you're in war form.
Yeah.
So you have your dexterity. You get a plus 10 to that while you're in this form.
Ooh. Okay. So it'll be a plus 12. Laser attack. 31.
Yeah, that hits.
I think I hit it.
Mm-hmm. You definitely do.
Right. I don't like it floating around.
Okay.
No longer attached to me. So she's like, we're going to deal with that now so I don't have to deal with it later.
Gatling just shoots out, and there's this explosion of lasers that go off. The Captain Cornelius, he kind of jumps back. Oh, that was I don't know what was in that box, but it sure did not like it.
Not important.
Yeah, did I feel anything from that?
You did not.
Good. Good. That I just wanted to make sure that I don't just like have a heart attack and die because my heart was attacked.
I was like 93% sure that you'd be totally fine.
93%.
Listen, I am totally fine because I don't know what happened.
Yep.
Emotionally, I don't know how I would take it, but player me is just fine.
Pomel did not explain or anything. She was just like, I'm just gonna zap that thing to death real quick. Sorry, I just had to take care of that.
No, you're fine.
Don't worry, I won't laser you without provocation.
Oh, there's no provocation.
I look at Flamel and I just go, eh.
You will.
Without
What?
further provocation, I should say.
I would not like to have been on the raiding party that got on your ship. I cannot imagine it fared well for them.
I am curious, but I don't seem to be harmed, other than from only a recent altercation.
I don't know. Well, this is this is just quite a little awkward.
It
Well,
won't
we're
be
waiting for
fine.
those doctors to show up and heal my friend.
Well, I know that, but I'm not
And then my
just,
baby.
just sitting here with people that I just tried to kill and just tried to kill me and just
Mm,
and died. I don't
Actually,
like the silence. It's not.
Yeah. in my profession, it does weirdly happen a bunch.
Oh, what is your profession?
I'm a mercenary.
thought you were in a cult.
Mercenary. Oh, so we are a cult mercenary. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
If
you could say we are mercenaries too, of a sort.
right,
Could be
they
considered a
do
cult.
like to. They keep on emphasizing that it is such, and I contest that.
What sort of cult is this?
Money. It's
Ah,
just money.
You don't necessarily
do
do
jobs.
it for money, but
Get paid. Now
You
there is,
know,
of
yeah.
course, a charismatic leader and whatever, but it's about money.
They do meditate and wear fancy robes, and
I
it's
can
a
see
pretty
that.
tame cult.
Yeah. I mean, he like walks over to you and kind of puts his arm around you. You know, we are similar to the same. You know, I don't do for money, but I do for.
Is he close enough for me to like subtly reach out? And does he have like, I don't know, buttons anywhere or whatever?
No, there's no buttons on this. It's like a.
Is there any place where it seems like two things joined together but would come apart when taking it off?
Roll a perception check.
All right.
Slinda
Glue
just
it.
like, now you're
Yes.
naked.
Glue him into his clothes.
Oh
That
my
is-
You
God.
see,
That's a 31.
at some points,
Keep
I'm
it close together.
one of those chosen to go broker a peace between two parties that have just been trying to kill each other, and so I am used to this sort of awkward sitting next to the guys you just try to kill, but you're not supposed to right now.
They tried to kill me when we first met.
Slinda,
It's been a really weird day in our defense.
it's kind of like there really isn't anything like that. It's they're like
Hazmat suit, but armored.
it's not like hazmat. It's let me
I'm just
Sure,
looking
sure.
for something to give him a hard time when it's time to take it off.
Glue it to
That I
his
could-
body. Can you do
Lean
that?
down to tie your shoes and permanently tie his.
Oh, glue his shoes to the floor so then he can't move. He'll fall over.
Glue only the front part of one of his shoes.
I mean, where I want to do it is somewhere because it will, like, a successful strength roll will, break it apart
That's
and
fair.
stuff.
Yeah,
So I
he'll
want to
just-
do it
He'll just
in the
assume
place where it's hardest for him to get the leverage for that.
the heel.
The-
The heel. And when he finally breaks free, he's just gonna think someone really needs to clean the floor because it's sticky.
it's kind of okay. This is like
Mhm.
this is by no means like because there's yellow and not the red. I'm finding to like what the armor kind of looks like. Just take that with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Amy,
We have to be careful about salt because Blue could die.
So kind of like that. It's not really like anything like peel. You can't see where you'd take it off. Pretty skin
Gotcha.
tight. So
All right. Well, I
Glue
will.
the sash around his waist to the armor so that it's.
he doesn't have one of those. Like that's
Oh man!
yeah.
Okay. Well, I will glue his full shoes to the floor then. Like
he's
just
like
full-
he turns
like,
over to
subtly.
like
I don't.
continue
While he's
conversation.
distracted.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
Okay.
He glues his socks to his flesh.
But if this doesn't work, I will just stare at him as I do it. Because
Okay.
I will try for stealth, but if he notices me because I am,
Not stealthy.
yeah. Okay. First. That's a 21.
As you like, he's turned now and he's kind of just rocking back on his feet, rocking back and forth, and you kind of bend over. You get close. You're about to touch him as he just kind of he takes a step forward and you miss him.
Oh.
And you see this another opportunity, and you try to get it, and he just seems to be moving kind of just in this fluid motion. He's never really standing still long enough for you to get it, and when you think you can and try to get him, he moves just quick enough to evade it.
Bummer.
Is he ADHD?
I think he's doing it on purpose to make
Yeah,
a
he's
fool
doing it
out
on
of
purpose.
Slender.
kind of he looks around. And
Does he ever like sit on the table next to? Oh,
no,
I guess. Okay.
no, he's just standing
I-
and waiting.
I just watch if there's a moment where he's paused anywhere that I can. Well, because I was trying to do it right when he was like putting his arm around Ewan. So you'd think he'd be momentarily paused there, but
Oh, okay. Okay. I would say like he moves away just before.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You see, like puts his fingers up to his ear and. All right. Yes. Oh, very good. Well, they will be here momentarily.
Excellent.
My-
Thank you.
The other guards have informed them of the situation. So
Thank you.
I don't think they're going to want to see big lasers. That might alarm them just slightly.
Please just make the laser slightly smaller.
Well, actually,
Make him slightly bigger.
Flamel, this is your like first time actually using it. So like
Yeah, I don't really know.
you will have learned that like there's a ton of this. You can't just stay permanently on this. So like your body has been shifting.
Gotcha.
Because you've been waiting now for like 15, 20 minutes.
Gotcha. Bummer. I was hoping I could hang out.
Yeah,
more for it
yeah.
if I didn't.
I'd say you
like,
could
use
still-
any of the stuff. I guess
you
I
could
used a couple
probably
lasers.
You could still have like the lasers locked in on him, but it's not
I
a.
got the angry eyes.
My people can be a little skittish, I think is the word. Yes.
So can
Or is it-
I. You guys didn't make a great first impression.
We didn't kill you immediately. That
You
was
tried
all.
to kill my friends and or torture them and also took my child. And no, I'm not going to let that go.
We didn't know any of that, and we didn't try to kill your friends. Torture, One
Well,
man's
you're not the
torture is
first
another
people
man's
that have-
observation.
Tried to kill my friends recently. So,
And we weren't trying to kill, just see what you were made of.
I just go. One of your scientists died with a syringe in their eye that made him bubble up and explode. They were going to put that
Yeah.
in us. That means
Well,
death.
in you had killed one with
To
your
be
fist.
fair, I was asleep.
you admit that you were going to kill at least him.
That was not the initial plan.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They also
Anyway.
kidnapped him. Look,
Anesthesiologists
I'm not
cannot do their job.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling particularly forgiving of the people that kidnapped us and then immediately tried to kill / torture my friends when we woke up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
I mean-
understandable. Oh, if you'll pause for a second as he goes over to the door, punches in a code.
I
don't-
memorized the code.
roll a perception check to see if you can see what he's.
I'm
He does.
locked in on him, so hopefully.
Can I
At a
help?
plus five. Yeah, you
ask
can have
Daddy-
plus. Yep.
I'm asking a question at the same time, which I do want to ask also, but I'm asking what the date is.
The date? I don't have my watch on me. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You don't
It-
know the date?
There's no sun here. There's no day and night. I don't keep track of that. I don't leave planets. It's not my
DM, I would
We
like
don't
to
follow-
sense motive on this.
things of being.
That sounds so sus.
Check
So
my
35. Did I learn the code?
35. Yeah. Yep. You will have gotten the code.
DM, I rolled
I'm gonna
7. Can I tell
check
all the
my
students
phone.
about his motive?
Just 1 second. The code is 666.
Is what?
666.
Ugh.
That's
Flamel
fine.
rolls her eyes.
As
Ugh, you edgy goths.
It is company
Whoa.
policy. Dude, leave me alone.
what were you checking, Cade?
Oh, I wanted to sense motive on his. We don't keep track of time. It's a very dark
Yeah.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a 7. It doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
You're
Well,
just
as
like,
you're-
wow, this is whack.
No, I think you all are quite good at what you do, and I know you don't trust me, but I don't think this is necessarily the best time to either. As the doors open up, And you can see lining the hallway and immediately coming in dozens of guards, each armed with these kind of jagged spiked rifles, all trained on you. Now, I don't suggest you make any quick movements as they begin moving around the perimeter of the room.
DM, before they get all the way in, how big is this doorway?
It's 10 feet across, so they're coming in like groups of 2.
Cool. That's not gonna happen. Well, how many do I see as soon as the door opens?
Like there's kind of a little bit of steam that goes through, and you see like the red. These ones have the hollow masks on, and you see like this red visor with eyes that kind of pierce through. As the smoke clears, you see rows, and it like heads back into the hallway. So there's dozens as they begin moving in. I don't think you should do anything too hasty. But
Ewan's only hasty action is raising an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of haste, I mean, depending on where things go, I might take as a standard action. I can do that. Hang on. Okay, I will be ready to cast haste if things turn.
Yeah, no one's the weapons are pointed on you, but no one's like being hostile right now. They're
not coming to massacre. They're just coming to
make sure
themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ewan actually is thinking of them specifically based on the responses. Like, sure, there was like a moment of, oh, it's a trap, but then there was a moment of, this is Flamel's honor guard. And so
they have Baby Bot.
As you are waiting, they're still filling in the room, moving around the outside, kind of pushing you all in towards the center of the room before completely encircling you. All in complete unison, immediately go at attention, the captain included, as there's still guards moving out into the hallway. As they immediately turn, and you can see a familiar dark-robed figure slowly walking down the hallway.
Does he look familiar to me?
No, he does not.
I have no idea what's going on. I'll keep getting dressed.
Did
I would also like to say...
they bring Baby Bot?
We'll find out next week.
Well, Mel's gonna be so pissed if they didn't bring her baby.
I would just like to point out that since my outfit was deemed as bad by the people, our group last time, I've changed up my outfit with a combination of cave stuff and Drusus's gear that was in the inventories. And so I have turned the towel that is just weirdly there, this weird nice microfiber towel, whatever this is, that he was unsure of why it was so like
it's not microfiber, it's like the really fluffy.
Well, it is being used as like a veil. So
love it.
Like a head wrap veil thing.
It's Chris Hemsworth in Thor Ragnarok, and you just like
no,
this?
It's straight up specifically like an. Oh, Drake might be the old. Well, no, because you read the Wheel of Time as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like an Aiel, like head wrap veil for killing.
Okay. Okay.
Well, thank you, everyone. That was a lot of fun.
I want to clarify one thing before you go. You said they were talking about the robot having an organic butt.
Mm-hmm.
Do I remember correctly that when Drusus died and Asher was just a robot, no organics, the butt was gone, right?
Yep.
So curious about this.
Is
Find
Asher
out next
now?
week.
If there's a different soul in this child, Flamel's gonna have a crash out crisis.
Remember how you had part of Drusus in you? Now it's all Drusus, all robot, all the time.
Well, thank you, everyone. That was very enjoyable.
Thank
Very, very
you.
good.
And that did not go how I thought it was gonna go,
Oh,
but it did go super well.
That's fair.
I
It
thought you guys were gonna like try to bust your way out of there after killing them.
Well, I was.
Well, yeah, I wasn't
As I say,
expecting that. So.
Flamel completely ruined my plan, which was just murder everyone.
Sorry. That was my plan too. That's why I was going into war form. That was my plan. But then they were like, we don't want to fight that.
Yep, they know losing battle.
And I've decided I'm not going to stealth my way to Malvius.
You're
We
just gonna
have
be
an
like,
appointment.
you have an appointment, yes.
Malvius is just like,
Yeah, he's
okay,
here.
sure.
No, Malvius.
here.
No, Malvius has got to know that I'm coming and the reason for which I'm coming.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So we have an appointment.
have an appointment.
And,
Alrighty.
and Kate is just here, like, I don't know who this is. Okay, seems important.
Almost like putting a little sticky note up in her brain where she's like, I should probably tell Cade later that the box I lasered to death had our heart in it.
Or did it?
Or like, it had a heart that once belonged to each of us, kind of.
Don't
I'm
go
not sure
breaking
that
my
the
heart.
heart is still in that box.
Either way.
Slinda's
I don't
busy
know.
not thinking about her hand that's named itself Nicholas.
That's also a really good point. I'm so freaked out about that. So much else happened, I'd almost forgotten about that.